Alright, I'm gonna try this again. So, somehow, the first video I had no audio. Not sure what happened. Sorry for that. My apologies. So, I wanted to thank everyone for me reaching over 100 subscriptions. I do appreciate it. I appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate all the comments, good and bad. It really helps me. You know, you can learn a lot of things from both positive and negative comments, and I really appreciate all the feedback. And thank you, and hopefully continue to grow. I'm gonna, you know, make new videos, and I I'm gonna try some new things. I'm gonna try some shorter videos, see if that helps. I'm still learning how to make videos. I'm not real good at the technology thing. As you can tell by the video earlier, everyone that saw the video earlier, that was just yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm sorry, no audio. So uh, I I've fixed cars my whole life. Not a technological person, but uh, I'm gonna try and improve on that as best I can. I gotta learn some stuff, but there's just gonna be a few updates here. So um, you know, gonna keep making videos. Still waiting on a header panel for the town car I saved with the deployed airbags and all. Um, been searching for stuff for the Cadillac. Really hard to find parts for that car, and I wouldn't have thought. Uh, pretty easy to find parts for the Panther cars, but those are dwindling. But this old Brome's been exceptionally hard to find parts for. So I'm still looking for a door and a bumper. The driver rear door filled with water for so long with the drain holes plugged, it actually rusted the inside of the door out. So you're gonna have to find a door and a rear bumper. I've had a lot of the other rest in the car taken care of. That's what happens when one of them sets. I think that had been in the field, I believe, since like 96 or 7. It's set for a long time, so I'm surprised it runs as good as it does. Um, but it is starting to get some leaks, so I am going to pull the motor and reseal it, do a few things. But that's what's going on. As with me, um, I've been working. I did get a job, work part time at O'Reilly's, and then of course travel around finding parts and trying to save these old luxury cars. I have a real passion for it, and I'd rather save one that's going to a salvage yard. And of course, I'm going to have too much money in it, but you know, I have more money in some of them than what they're worth. But I'd rather save one that's going to a salvage yard and fix it and make it better, keep it from going to the crusher and the landfill and whatever else than I would to buy one just perfect, ready to go. And it saddens me to see them go. It's getting really hard to find these cars. A lot of people paid attention to the Mercury Cougars and the Mustangs, the Corvettes, the Camaros, the Chargers, the Challengers, but they never really paid any love to these old luxury cars, and it's sad. So, um, and Cash for Clunkers didn't help. So we're really dwindling on those. But you know, every one of them I keep out of the scrapyard is one I've kept out of the scrapyard, and so hopefully I can keep doing that. And I've not made any big repair videos in a while because one of my neighbors didn't like it and decided to call the cops on me, said I was running a business out of the house, which I'm not. The only car I've touched that isn't mine, I own every one of these town cars and Cadillacs and whatever else. I just, I've saved them all. They've been maybe a $400 fine, a $500 fine, $1,000 fine, whatever. I've bought them all cheap. Yes, they have cost me 10 times what one would cost me running and driving good. For instance, the poor touring sedan, the triple black touring sedan. That's a gorgeous car. It's a nice car. The interior is really nice. Everything's really nice in it, but I've had to replace the door. When I got it, it needed a motor, it needed catalytic converters, a fuel pump. It's had to have thermostat, intake, alternator, battery. You start adding this stuff up. What's it, 200? I got it at about 240,000. It's got like 260 on it now. What's one of those cars worth? Let's be honest with that mileage. You know, I had to have the air ride conversion. It's had to have ball joints, brakes, tie rods. Like I said, you don't even figure the labor. There's probably 4,000 in parts in that car over the years. And what's that car worth really? Plus what I gave for it. I think I gave 800 for that one. So what's that car worth? So I'm in it more than it's worth. I'm probably in it 5,000, and that's a lot to be in a car. You know, but and so it's like the Tin Town car had the front end knocked off of it, and it had to have air suspension, had to have the frame. Actually, the frame horns cut off that car and re-welded back on. So it's worth a lot. 89's had to have a complete interior. Still looking for a door panel. Haven't found it. It's gonna have to have paint, and we had to do a whole engine in that car. So that car's gotten extremely expensive, and the Cadillac's getting extremely expensive. But you know, that's the thing, is to do these over time. It doesn't happen over time. But anyways, like I said, even the HHR is mine. The only one I've touched that isn't mine, back to what I was saying, is the Greentown car. Belonged to a friend. Didn't charge him anything. Just did the ball joints for him. And put it back together. Boom. Done. Good. Golden. And worked for him. Helped him out. Couldn't afford to get it done. Needed the whole front end. So I ended up doing the whole front end. I did a window motor and regulators. I've done thermostat and housing. It was leaking. Little bunch of little stuff like that. So that's what's going on. But so was the only thing. So I've kind of cooled it for a little bit. If they want to come check, I've got titles to them all. But um, I'm back on focusing. I want to get the town car bolted together. It's the only one that doesn't currently run. I mean, it runs, but it's not drivable without the headlights and all. I'm decided to order the headlights and all new. I found the headlights and header panel on eBay. It's not much more than a salvage yard, brand new. So I'm just gonna put a new front end on it. It's already got the core support fender. I've got one airbag. I need to find a passenger airbag. The steering wheel airbag / horn pad. So that car's going to have some ball joints. They're original. The car's a 96. What do you expect? Does only have 59,000, but the boots are all torn. When the boots tear, the ball joints aren't far behind. So I'm going to try to redo my ball joint video with that car and make it better, because I know that was horrible. I know some of my thermostat housing videos are horrible, shaky, whatever. Like I said, still learning this stuff, still doing my best. Anyways, working part time at O'Reilly's, as I said, making road trips, trying to find these parts, trying to find cars to save too. Find a car to save. It's a good deal. I can save it. We're gonna save it. They all deserve to be saved. I've got my eyes on it's a 70 something town car, no drivetrain, The drivetrain was pulled and it was put in the woods and been parked. And I also have my eyes on I think it's a 78 Grand Marquis Brougham sedan that had a burnt valve in the 400 cubic inch, and it was parked. And it's in pretty rough shape. Been sitting in the field for a very long time, so that's what's going on. So I'm looking at both of those to try to save them. We're going to see what happens. Um, you know, there's there's some cars here and there I've been looking at trying to save some town cars. So the video will continue. Um, I'm running out of storage. I have some friends that help me out with storage. They have storage places, car lots, ex bosses that I've worked for that have had service stations and car lots with the dealers. I've worked as mechanics and over the years, and so they've been helping me store these cars. But I have the Montana, I have the Highlander, I have the HHR, I have a 99 Town Car Executive, I have a 99 the Touring sedan, I have a 95 Spinnaker, uh, a 95. No, it's a 96 Spinnaker. It's a 95 Jack Nicklaus, the Golden Bear. Green, the half tan top. Beautiful car. Let's see. I've got a red diamond, like anniversary edition, I don't know, with white top. It's maroon with a white top. It's a pretty car. It's a 94, I believe. So I've got several cars. Let's see. I got the Montana. I've got a few others. So, and I've got the 2010. I've got the 89. I got the Cadillac Brougham, and of course the 96 with blue with white top out here. Executive. So, they're adding up. They're starting to really add up. So, I don't know. It's a problem. It's a problem to put them all in places. So, but the collection must grow. So, I'm sure I'll work it out in the future, places to put them. But right now, just concentrated on saving as many as I can, and I do appreciate all your questions too. I try to answer the comments as fast as I can, and I try to respond with the best of my ability or my knowledge. I'm not 100% perfect, and I am not correct all the time. If I've answered something wrong, I'm sorry. Um, I know quite a bit about these cars. What I know more about is a bunch of GMs and Cadillacs, if you want me to be specifically honest. Uh, 90s through the early mid 2000s, 4.9 liters and North Stars. I went into GM training when the 4.9 was being phased out. So, as a GM technician, so that's and then I went into the North Stars and their head gasket problems, and I got good at those. But what I know about the town cars is what I know from working on them, and um, I know a little bit, and I've learned a lot over the years. But and friends, so I do appreciate it, and I do appreciate people teaching me stuff anytime you can. And I try to teach you stuff, so you know, I I appreciate it, and I do appreciate the subs, and I want to thank everyone, and you have a happy 4th, and I'll catch you later. Thank you.